Hello everyone, welcome to this course Navigation Through Ages. My name is Rosa Doran. I am the coordinator of Núcleo, a non-profit association devoted to astronomy outreach and education. I also coordinate the Galileo Teacher Training Program, one of the largest astronomy education efforts in the world. Today I would like to introduce you to this fascinating topic of navigation. I'm sure you have great expectations about it and you're curious to know all the reasons behind the topic that we chose to share with you. You probably asked, well, why talking about navigation? Is it relevant for my teaching? Should my students be interested in it? I mean, why should I care? And well, maybe you're still thinking about that. Well, in that case, let me ask you a few questions and see how you answer to those questions. Have you ever been lost in a place? And did you ever try to look to the sky to find a guiding star, to find your direction? Did you ever guide yourself through the celestial bodies? Do you have a smartphone? Or do you use GPS in your car or in your smartphone? Do you have a watch? Or your students, do they use it? Do they know anything about this? Are your students scouts? They certainly, if they are, they certainly know about navigation through astronomy knowledge. Well, if your answer is yes, then you should find a lot more about navigation in this course. This is a topic related to the school curriculum in several subject areas. In fact, we made an analysis that highlighted that this topic is related to so many different things: social sciences, natural sciences, geography, physics. To learn geography information, for instance, the cartography and topography, to learn about constellations, how they were formed, learn the main constellations in the night sky, learn about how constellations are used to find orientation and to navigate, which is something that in ancient times was so precious knowledge. A natural image of the earth as a celestial body, etc. Or talking about mathematics, how can you discuss processes, methods, and attitudes in mathematics, measure angles, for instance? Or if we go to history, learn how different civilizations use the sky in order to navigate. Remember that was all they had. Or when you talk about technology, telescopes, satellites, and I could go on for a long time talking about how you can address this topic in the framework of the curriculum that you have to share with your students. In the module 4 of this course, the last module, we're going to talk about the Galileo's European satellite system and the global navigation satellite system, emphasizing the importance that they have to our current needs as citizens, to our mobile devices, to increase mobility, and not the least, to safety and security, and how you can use the data produced by this equipment in your classroom with your students and teach them how to handle data, for instance. The information generated from these satellites is used in many areas, and the benefits of the data that is generated by these navigation systems and the knowledge developed that can be disseminated from space science are generating several products, and many new careers are appearing due to the data that is generated from the GNSS. GNSS stands for Global Navigation Satellite Systems. The service of the GNSS play a critical role, for instance, in telecommunications, precision agriculture, land surveying, emergency response, mining, finance, scientific research, and so on. They are used to control computer networks, air traffic, power grids, and much more. But before we get here, there's a whole history behind it, the path that guided us in how it merges several cultures, several places and ages to reach where we are now. You know, since early times, the observation of the skies have been embedded in culture and played a really important role in the way we live. You can begin with counting time and space, tracking the solar and lunar patterns in the sky, This was so important to ancient civilizations. We know so much now on how they guided themselves using this type of navigation. And now, of course, we have the satellite navigation. Some of us couldn't live without it anymore. Well, this means that to talk about satellite navigation and the uses in our daily life, we need to go back in history a little bit, understand how the sky was used as a map, a clock, a calendar, a painting, a book of stories. I mean, you can imagine when you don't know anything about what's out there, your imagination flows, and there are so many interesting chapters in history about these topics. We are doing an exciting journey together in this MOOC. And the good news is that you are going to use innovative teaching methodologies on it, and you are not alone. You will find engaging educational resources, a group of colleagues from all around the world to share his experiences with you, and guidance by an experienced team of experts. The journey, it will take 5 weeks. And this module aims to contextualize the theme of navigation in the history of humanity in a holistic approach. So we will be confident to teach about how space science builds on contributions made over time. The second module will be a different story. It will be about the history of navigation, and we provide a didactic course as a good example of an implementation of this given topic in the classroom. In MOOC 1, you learn about teaching practices like using inquiry-based learning, how to use ICT tools, tips about gender balance and inclusion, space, career, hands-on, etc. in a holistic approach. So you'll be more than confident now to teach about navigation history, and we are here to help. The third module focuses on navigation tools in terms of deepening your knowledge about the basic concepts of navigation. And there are very inspiring resources and hands-on activities. It will address the main concepts of navigation like latitude, longitude, coordinate systems, instruments, from the early times until modern technology. And as said before, the last module will focus on the Galileo European satellite system and its importance to the current needs of citizens. You will be encouraged to work in groups and to share your thoughts and ideas throughout the course. At the very end of the course, you also do a final peer review activity integrating all the concepts that you acquired, the concepts that were mentioned previously. And I guess that's all for introducing you to what is coming up. It's going to be exciting. And we would like to thank you for registering, and we hope that you have a great learning experience over the next few weeks and that you come back for more.